I'm angry. I'm angry because the world's changing. The world's changing around us, and not for the better, but it appears to be for the worse. And for some reason, instead of trying to change things, we go at each other. Going in at each other seems to be the order of the day. Before we fought for community, now we fought for individuality. Before we fought for our clan, now we fight for ourselves. Before we looked at how to build a network, now we look at how to isolate ourselves. How does that even make sense in a world where we are so connected with all of the gadgets you can think about, even as close to your glasses you put on your face? You couldn't be more connected. But no, we have to look after ourselves. But you know why? Because we're afraid. We're afraid of who's going to make the next allegation, who's going to accuse us of doing something wrong, who's going to sue us, who's going to take what we've fought and worked so hard for, that we now ignore real pain. If we are not out there trying to cause pain to other people as a distraction of whatever it is they're trying to expose us of, we're out there just watching people hurt themselves and either laugh and see the comedic side of it, or record it and post it on social media so that other people can remind us of how and what humanity used to look like. Isn't it sad that the war between one gender against the other has been so polarizing to the point where you can't even step in to help? I was watching a video the other day where a young lady was lifting up a weight that was, maybe on a good day she would have had it, but on this day she didn't. She was trying to lift it above her head and she missed, and she dropped it on herself. Luckily enough, because of the floor, the distance between the floor and the bar, damage that could have been caused if she was doing a chest press wasn't caused. But the distance between where she traveled from standing up going downwards with this pressed on her would have is quite high, and that would have caused a lot of damage. Within her video, you could see a young man at the other end who saw this happen, but instantly turned away so he doesn't get caught watching. The video highlights the moment of which the guy saw it and the response afterwards. But isn't this the same thing that happens? Where the video highlights when a young woman walks in and somebody looks as a way of acknowledging that something or someone just walked past them to see what's going on, and that person get accused of doing or being whatever. But I suppose the question is that the community that we want to live in, where we're so scared to help each other, where we're so scared to stand up and say, this is the right thing. I'm going to go over there and make sure they're okay. Lift the bar over, check they're okay, and call for assistance or whatever it is. And if they don't need my help, I'll go in my merry way and carry on. What's happened to us that we are so frightened of just looking out for each other? The other day, I watched a video of a woman who was clearly falling off the stairs, and if this guy wasn't there, she would have smashed her face. This young man caught her at the end of the stairs, and she was trying to sue him, saying that he had grabbed her inappropriately and that had hold of her for too long. What happened to saying thank you? Thank you. And then we go in a merry way. Now we're creating the next generation of somebody that is now going to behave exactly like that young man. Nothing to see here. I'm angry because this is what the reality of our kids and next generation is likely to look like. And it is scary. It is terrifying that we can even have thought of a day that this would happen. That somebody would ask for water and you'd give them kerosene. That somebody would ask for food and you would give them sand. That somebody would want your help and you would turn them away and tell them they're lazy and they should do better. In a world where things are different, we have access to more resources in certain areas than others. We behave worse than the people that were in captivity back in the days. What's the difference now to the time we accused the kings and queens of doing things that we considered to be unbecoming? Now we just do that as a way of existing. I think it's time we have a chat with ourselves and ask ourselves, what do we want of this world? We're so quick to accusing the next man of not doing their bit when we are not doing ours. We're so quick to accusing the next politician and the next politician. And yes, they have got their role to play in all of this, in creating the division within us. But how do we expect things to change when we don't want to be part of that change? When we are not angry enough to demand that change, angry enough to execute that change, within our small community before we begin to demand it on a larger scale? I'm angry. Is it justified? And if it's not, tell me why not. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Until next time, guys, you make sure you look after yourself and you stay safe. Bye for now.